Yeah, you saw the title of the video correctly. I am going to tell you guys some really effective tips for studying in the next 5 minutes. I'm just gonna jump right in, no bullshit at all. Have you ever felt that when you're studying, you just feel that you don't fully grasp what you're learning or revising, and it's reflected in the questions that you do? It's usually a hit or miss, right? Well, here are 2 tips that work pretty well for me, and hopefully for you too. The main cause of uncertainty when revising is usually concepts not being understood correctly or simply misunderstandings that result in errors. This can be easily solved by doing learners' outcomes. What are learners' outcomes, you may ask? Well, take a look at the syllabus of whatever subject you're struggling in. These are conceptual questions where they clearly list out what the syllabus is testing your understanding of. To fully understand a subject is to be able to complete all the learners' outcomes questions flawlessly. Obviously, it's impossible for anyone to get it on the first try unless you have superhuman memory. So this is what you should do. First, take a look at the textbooks or notes that you have taken down. I'll use biology as an example. Try to memorize as much content as you can, given a short span of time. Then, close your textbooks and notes, pull out a blank piece of paper, and start doing the learner's outcomes. Don't worry if you are blanked out on a question. Simply move on and finish the learner's outcomes. After you are done, read through your notes and mark your answers, writing down the correct answers next to it, preferably using a red pen. Once finished, you have to internalize these mistakes and do the learner's outcomes again. Rinse and repeat, you will slowly feel yourself understanding the topic more as you spot your conceptual mistakes. Maybe when you start, you will have understood like 5%, but after the first round, 15%, then 25%, then 40%, and so on, until you have few to none mistakes. Why do this, you may ask? Well, this is because the questions that you attempt can only test these concepts, which are based off of the syllabus, and create application questions off of them. So by doing them, you can basically create a foolproof system to stop yourself from getting concepts wrong. It's practically impossible for them to test stuff out of syllabus, so by finishing learner's outcome, it is equivalent to understanding the entire syllabus. Yes, you may be shocked. How am I supposed to finish it all? There's like 10 million questions in there. Don't worry, as long as you remain consistent, it will take some time, but I promise that it will work out in the end. After you're done with those, and largely confident of your ability to retain said information, you should now start doing practice papers. They can be from your school, online, or from tuition. As long as there are questions about the syllabus, do them, especially under time constraints. This is very crucial as you are preparing for timed exams that do not leave much room for thinking slowly. So here's what you do. You take out a chunk of your free time and set an alarm for the duration of the practice paper. Yes, you may struggle at some parts, leave some blanks, but always remember to finish the paper answering every single question. Afterwards, check your answers and mark the paper. Now this is important. Figure out the root cause of why you got the question wrong. It could be that you're not familiar with the concept, a careless mistake, a keyword that you missed out. No matter what it is, write it down near the question. Do it for all questions and then figure out how to solve each and every root cause. Here are some examples. If you're careless, learn to spend a little more time to do and check the question. If you had a conceptual error, go back and relearn that concept. If you missed out on certain keywords, make sure to memorize them, etc. etc. Through this, you have effectively understood where you went wrong, so collate these errors in a book. Then move on to the next set of practice papers. Rinse and repeat. This method is especially effective for mugging close to exam periods, as it really shows where your mistakes lie and how you can solve them in the most time-efficient way possible. This way, you learn from your mistakes and not repeat them in the real test. In conclusion, these methods focus entirely on understanding where you went wrong and pinpoints them, allowing you to figure out how to resolve them. I won't deny it will definitely take a lot of time and energy to perfect, but as long as you stay consistent, you will definitely score higher than before. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to not miss out on future tips on studying, and also join this Telegram channel, which I will leave it in the description below, mainly catering to Singaporean students taking O-levels. You can ask questions that you don't understand and receive great advice on how to solve them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!